Hello guys, my name is Spinosaurus the King. I'm here to announce my petition, and this petition is to call out to all the true Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus fans who want to see the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus return in a future Jurassic World live action movie or even future TV shows, because we've been wanting to see the Spinosaurus return for a long time now, and it wasn't in Chaos Theory, and it appears that it's probably not going to be in Rebirth. But even as we want to see the Spinosaurus return, a huge shout out to my friend Steven. The link to his channel will be in the description below. But yeah, anyone who wants the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus to come back the correct way, 18.2 meters long, and is by far the biggest and strongest, tallest and heaviest land carnivore and the best fighter as well in the Jurassic World franchise, then make sure to check out the link to my petition on change.org. The link will be in this video, and it'll also be attached to my YouTube channel. It will be attached to my Instagram, and also it will be attached to my Patreon, so make sure you go check it out and sign the petition. It's free to sign. So again, if you're a true Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus fan like me, Steven, and all my other good friends like David Church and everyone else, then definitely check out this link, because again, we're hoping that this petition can call out to the filmmakers of Jurassic World so they can listen to us and bring back the Spinosaurus the proper way, the proper size, and this time with the correct Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus roars, and obviously bringing him back in live action rather than a kid's show. And just bringing him back in a badass way, because again, we've been asking for him to come back, and it just seems that he's not going to come back, which is why I created this petition. But I'm really hoping that this petition will be able to bring back the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus if we can get enough people to sign the petition and get a hold of someone like Colin Trevorrow, Steven Spielberg, or Gareth Edwards. Once again, calling out to all the true Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus fans out there. Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and before I get started with this video, if you're enjoying my content on YouTube, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like and share this video with everyone and post a friendly comment. Also, check out my Patreon for amazing deals I'm offering you guys, so you can not only support me, but so you can get extra content. Each tier has a list of all the benefits you will get from each tier. I hope you guys can join one of my tiers. The link to my Patreon is in the description below, and follow me on Instagram as well for extra content there. And if you wish to support me even further, my PayPal donation link is in the description below. All donations are highly appreciated by me, and if you want to buy STK merchandise, the link to my Teespring is also in the description below. So if you want cool STK merch, including hats, pants, shoes, water bottles, workout and sport equipment, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweaters, stickers, necklaces, mugs, glasses, tank tops, bags, desk mats, and possibly more options in the future, then be sure to check out my store for epic STK merchandise. Any merch bought from you guys will be highly appreciated by me. So in this video, I'm going to be joined by a special guest. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself.
Not much to know about me. I've been Spinosaurus the King's friend for a little bit now.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Evan's been following me since 2021, but we really only first met each other back in February, and ever since February till now, we've been predicting about the the Spinosaurus from Jurassic 3 coming back to fight the T-Rex based off all the evidence we had. But in this video, we're going to be talking about all the ways on how we think the final battle will go in Jurassic World Rebirth based off what dinosaurs are confirmed, not confirmed, and how we just think the final battle is going to go based off all the leaks and all that. So anyways, Evan, since you're the guest here, brother, why don't you go ahead and tell us how you think the final battle is going to go? Like, what do you think is the most realistic way of how it's going to go, bro?
Right now, I think the safest bet would be the trio of Rebirth Spinosaurus fighting the T-Rex.
For sure. I mean, like, that part definitely is guaranteed, because again, we know the new Spinosauruses, or just any Spinosaurus in general, is going to be fighting the T-Rex, because the leak did say that. And plus, there is a hero toy called Spinosaurus, and then of course the T-Rex is called the Dylan, which again, we have a full leak of the T-Rex. The T-Rex's name is actually called I think it's called Distortus-Rex, right? Yeah, distortion, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so again, the final battle will have a Spinosaurus and T-Rex. That's confirmed. But how we think it's going to go, again, I have 7 ways I actually wrote down on how I think the final battle will go. So Okay, coming at number... So here's the first one I'm going to mention. The Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus killing the D-Rex, because, again, we do have quite a bit of evidence that he is going to come back, especially with the most recent evidence we found with, like, the Jurassic World Rebirth poster and the size of how big the D-Rex is. We don't think the Rebirth Spinosaurus stands a chance. The fact that the plot leak said it's going to be the best fight of the franchise, and the plot leak only said one Spinosaurus. And
pretty big detail to miss.
Yeah, so... And on top of that, there was, what's it called again? What's that magazine called again? Empire Magazine also said the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus. Now, unfortunately, they could have just meant, like, the actual animal is coming, like, the species is coming back that was not seen since Jurassic World 3. It's possible they meant that, but at the same time, they should have worded it differently. They said the Spinosaurus from Jurassic World 3 is coming back, so that makes me think they're actually referring to, like, the same one from that movie.
Maybe, and hasn't Empire worked with those films in the past?
Oh, sorry, did they have what?
Hasn't Empire worked with the Jurassic movies a lot in the past?
They have, yeah. So they've been working with them since I think either Fallen Kingdom or the first Jurassic World. I'm pretty sure one of those two.
But they're not new to this.
Yeah, so they're definitely not new to this. So that definitely would be like a huge thing to miss. So I do think they're hinting at something right there. And it's just that, again, when you look at the size of the D-Rex, it's like 15 meters long. It's 8 meters tall. It's insanely muscular. It looks too strong for even things like, you know, the Giga from Dominion or the Indominus-Rex from Jurassic World or Rexy. Like, it looks too big for even them to handle. So how can an accurate Spinosaurus, even in a pack of 3, even stand a chance? I just don't see it. The only way I see that happening is that the D-Rex can't fight because it's a mutated dinosaur, or they're able to get it into the ocean and drown it because the D-Rex can't swim. Those are the only 2 ways. Like, okay, based off what we had, there's 3 ways I can really see an accurate Spinosaurus either by itself or in a pack killing the D-Rex. Either number 1, which would be bad, but either plot armor, or they're able to get into, like, the ocean and drown it, or the D-Rex is weaker than we think because it's a mutated dinosaur that can't fight. But at the same time, I don't think they would do that. Why would they create this monster, scary-looking thing if it can't fight? That's just lame, and, like, that would not be the best fight of the franchise either.
Yeah, and Gareth Edwards is talking, like, very passionately about the D-Rex. Like, he's so excited for this thing to finally be shown off.
Yeah, so based on that, I don't think it being a mutated dinosaur would make it weak. I think that's, like, probably the most least likely way that the Spinosaurus trio would kill it. Okay, the way I say it, if it's only the Rebirth Spinosaurus trio that's killing it, nothing else is involved, the only way I could see this working where there's no plot armor is either they're able to drag it into the ocean and maybe the Mosasaurus joins in with them, or maybe or with plot armor, you know?
Hopefully not plot armor or the Mosasaur. Feels like that would be a cheap repeat of the first Jurassic World.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm hoping it's not one of those 2, or maybe it's possible the beluga type, the beluga head on its head is a weak spot and that can kill it. But I don't know. I just don't see the Rebirth Spinosaurus standing a chance. Just look how short they are to the ground, and look how tall. Like, this thing could literally just pick up the Rebirth Spinosaurus and throw it like halfway across the island. Man, look how big its hand was in the trailer. It's huge.
Yeah. The Rebirth Spinos definitely are not meant to be fighting other land carnivores, much less a mutant that isn't supposed to exist in the first place.
Yeah, this thing's a mutated monster. It literally looks like a mixture of an alien, a T-Rex, and a gorilla. How the hell is an accurate Spinosaurus going to even stand a chance to that? That makes no sense. That like, if it does, that's just plot armor, you know?
And the Rebirth Spinos have, like, really, really thin legs for a dinosaur their size.
100%. Yep. For sure.
I don't even think they'd be able to stand their ground that well.
And the funny thing is, too, is that, again, not only is the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Rebirth weaker than the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus, it's even weaker than the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus, because the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus was, like, I think 15 to 16 meters long, while the Rebirth Spinosaurus is, like, 11 or 12 meters long. So, therefore...
12, I think.
Wait, sorry, say
yeah, it's 12. It's 12 meters long.
Yeah, it's 12 meters long. So based off that, this thing is so weak, it's not even strong. It's not even as strong as the real life Spinosaurus, or as big. So how on God's name and earth is this thing going to kill a kaiju-sized mutated monster? You know?
Only by getting it in deep water, but
that's probably what it, yeah. For sure.
I don't know. Doesn't feel much like a fight then if they're just going to swim around it and bite it.
I know, right? So yeah, that's why me and Evan and so many of my fans are so convinced that it's the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus. And because the thing is, the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus is kind of like, you know, okay, like I know it's confirmed, like the Jurassic World Spinosaurus is an amalgamation, but it kind of, in a way, I could really see them pulling off saying that JP3 Spinosaurus is a mutated Spinosaurus, and that's why it looks so much different than the Rebirth Spinosaurus, and that's why the D-Rex looks so much different than the T-Rex. So, and if we think about this logically, the T-Rex is shorter to the ground than the D-Rex, and the Rebirth Spinosaurus is shorter to the ground than the JP3 Spinosaurus. So that kind of makes sense where, like, the JP3 Spinosaurus is kind of like a mutated thing too, eh?
Yeah, they could say that.
They technically could, 'cause just look at it. The sail's different, the arms are different, the roar is different, the design is different. Literally everything is different. So it's kind of like maybe the reason why the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World 3, like maybe it's not a hybrid. Instead, like they're trying to create a Spinosaurus and then something went horribly wrong.
Yeah, they wouldn't be too bad to change that.
For sure. Kind of makes more sense to be a mutant too, because like how the thing is, if the Spinosaurus in Jurassic 3 was just an amalgamation of a couple of dinosaurs, then why in the hell of God's name of Earth does it look like it's so different to like the Rebirth Spinosaurus? It just doesn't add up, you know?
Yeah, and on top of that, I think the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus, which is the same one,
Yep.
is like very similar in size to the D-Rex, almost like they're like perfect opponents for each other.
Exactly, because the thing is, like, okay, the CC Spinosaurus was like, you know, between 18 to 20 meters long. Well, so basically the Rebirth, like the D-Rex is taller than the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus, but the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus is longer. So they have, you know, kind of somewhat equal the advantage over each other. Like the D-Rex is.
D-Rex looks like it's physically stronger too.
Well, yeah, the D-Rex is okay. Yeah, the D-Rex is physically stronger, and it's also taller and probably more durable. While the Spinosaurus has more armor, it's faster, it's smarter, it's longer. So therefore, they have, you know, the D-Rex is like the Spinosaurus is probably smarter and fights better too.
Yeah, I think they're both evened out for each other very well.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure. Okay, like, I'm not sure if it's exactly 50-50. Maybe it's, like, the way I see it, it's either a 50-50 or the D-Rex has the slight advantage. But, like, my point is that it's a much more even and interesting battle, because I think the Camp Spinosaurus could put up with the D-Rex while the Rebirth Spinosaurus couldn't, you know? Like, it could take the hits easily, you know?
Not on land. On land, I
What?
don't know. I don't know what I said. Anyway,
No, it's
yeah,
okay.
the D-Rex is, like, so much bigger and more powerful than these Rebirth Spinos.
Exactly, yeah. But again, like, the thing is, like, okay, the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World 3, we know how durable it is. As a juvenile in Jurassic World 3, he was taking, you know, plane hits. It was said in the novel that he took tank hits. He took a full-grown T-Rex bite. And then in Camp Cretaceous, he literally no-diffed the strongest Rex in the franchise, even while being weakened by mind controls. This thing is also, you know, a kaiju-sized monster as well, you know?
Yeah, I guess we can go on to the next possibility now.
For sure.
Which would be, the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus returning to fight the D-Rex.
Yeah, so far we talked about, the JP3 Spinosaurus fighting the D-Rex, the Rebirth Spinosaurus fighting the D-Rex. So number 3 is, what was it, the next one is this, the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus teaming up with the Rebirth Spinosaurus. So let's just say the D-Rex is actually stronger. Like, no, maybe it's not way stronger, but it's slightly stronger than the JP3 Spinosaurus, where the JP3 Spinosaurus can put up a great fight, but he can't win by himself. So maybe, if that's the case, it's going to be the 3 Rebirth Spinosaurus teaming up with the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus to kill the D-Rex. I could see that possibly happening too. What do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I don't think they would be like a major help, but they could probably...
For sure. Maybe not a major help, but maybe what they could do is they could distract the D-Rex and the Spinosaurus and get the hits in.
Yeah. You think we could put a segment of more evidence that JP3 Spinosaurus is back?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, anyway, that poster they revealed with the foot of something in front of Marshall Ali's character.
Yeah, like, again, when you look at that, again, it's okay, the thing is, that foot and that hand looks identical to the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Spinosaurus and the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus. Even the size, too. It's like, my friend Xavier did a size scale, and it matches the same size as the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus. Yeah, it's 20.2 meters long and, like, you know, about 7 meters tall at the head. So therefore, this thing and that dinosaur in the poster, it's big. It's kaiju size. It's fucking massive. Whatever that
big enough is. Big enough, tall enough to where you don't see its shadow.
Yeah, exactly. And so therefore, that is okay. If that's not the JP3 Spinosaurus, maybe it's somehow the D-Rex, and it's just not showing its arm fully. But still, that doesn't make sense, because if that was the D-Rex, I think the foot would look different, and I think we would have saw its massive arm his massive hand on the ground rather than being up in the air.
That and the claw doesn't look big enough to be the D-Rex's arm. I feel like the hand should be bigger if it's using it to walk.
I know, so that's why I'm convinced if the JB3 sponsors are coming back, that's probably the poster of Mahershala Ali's character leading him with the T-Rex. But he probably used the flare to lead the D-Rex to the swamp, but then after he got the D-Rex in the area he wanted to, he quickly used T-Rex being found the Spinosaurus and then was luring the JB3 Spinosaurus to fight the D-Rex at the docks.
Yeah, and it looks like a different thing that he's standing on. He's not in the water in that poster.
For sure. So maybe the D-Rex was in the swamp while the Spinosaurus was in the ocean or in the forest somewhere, like the JB3 one.
Yeah, it's interesting. Can't really tell what's going on, but because it still looks like the dock, but
for sure. But again, like we said, guys, the only things that are confirmed so far is that there is going to be a final battle between a Spinosaurus and the Distortus-Rex. It's going to be taking place at nighttime at the docks on the island.
Yeah, by the swamp. It doesn't look close to the ocean. Well, actually, I don't know, but
true.
No one knows.
For sure. Yeah, again, you're right. It doesn't appear... It appears to be more in like a swampy forest area, but again, we'll find out for sure when we see the final battle. But anyways, the next possibility that could maybe... I kind of doubt this, but maybe we see the Jurassic World Rebirth T-Rex and the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus pack and the Rebirth Mosasaurus killing the D-Rex. I think that's an unlikely option, but you never know, to be honest, I guess.
I don't really think the Rex is going to be present at the final battle.
Yeah, same here. It's not impossible, but I kind of doubt it because maybe this time they want to focus on the Spinosaurus because, they're getting tired of using the T-Rex in the final battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The leak didn't mention it. I feel like they would have mentioned the Rex being there.
Yeah, that's true.
And on top of that, there was something else that said the Rex only really has the river raft scene.
True. But honestly, bro, if you just look at the D-Rex's size, again, like my friend Xavier also did a size comparison of the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus and the D-Rex, and dude, they look so similar in like size and strength that it almost seems like a 50-50 fight. So again, this would explain why they're saying it's the best fight of the franchise, because we have some massive mutated monster that, if you think about this logically, we have two massive mutated monsters. We have a mutated Spinosaurus and a mutated T-Rex. So at least this time, it's not a mutated Spinosaurus just killing a regular T-Rex. It's a fair fight because the T-Rex is now mutated as well,
Yeah. They have been so closed off at showing the final battle off. Like, we've not only not seen anything of it other than like the beginning where the D-Rex comes into the docks. There's a whole new other Lego set they haven't revealed, which probably is going to be up the dock.
You know what I'm thinking? Because again, like if you remember Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion, they didn't hide those final battles at all, and even Jurassic World, they didn't really, hide that so much either. So something's telling me that they're hiding this final battle more than anything else before, is because this final battle is a much bigger deal than all the other ones combined. What do you think?
Yeah, if it's really just the 3 Rebirth Spinos and the D-Rex, which we've all seen. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to hide at this point.
True. But no, like what I mean is that it seems like they're hiding what Spinosaurus is going to be in the final battle. Like that's the part I mean. They're hiding.
I don't really remember how much they showed off of the first Jurassic World's final battle in the marketing because the Rexy literally only appeared during that.
True. Well, no, like what I mean is that if I'm talking about like Dominion and Fallen Kingdom, those final battles weren't really kept so much of a secret. Jurassic World's final battle was kind of kept a secret, even though everyone kind of predicted it. But here's the thing: in the Jurassic World trailer, we did see Rexy in that trailer and the Indominus Rex. Well, in the Rebirth trailers, we're only seeing the other Spinosaurus. We're not seeing the one from JB3. So it seems like this final battle is like more secretive than anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it certainly seems like they've got something to hide. Let's not forget the fact Gareth Edwards likes to do this in his movies.
Oh, you know what? Thank God you brought that up because I almost forgot about that. So apparently in his in Godzilla 2014, he hit I think it was what was it the Muto?
I don't know much about those movies.
Yeah, so there's a kaiju called the Muto, and that was hidden from the trailers and the marketing, and then in the final battle we see like a giant Muto that wasn't shown and it fights Godzilla, so therefore that was hidden from that movie. And then in Rogue One, Star Wars 2016, Darth Vader was hidden from the trailers and the marketing, but still showed up in the final battle. So therefore, if this actually is happening and Gareth Edwards is hiding the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus from the marketing trailers, this wouldn't be the first time he's done this. He's done this many times before, which gives even more evidence towards this actually coming true and actually legit. It's going to happen, you know?
I don't know what else he would have to hide as in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is. Nothing else would make sense.
Yeah, because I mean, all the dinosaurs are already confirmed. We know all the herbivores that are like. Again, it's funny because besides the trailer, we already know the other dinosaurs that are confirmed for the film. There's gonna be Aquilops, Triceratops, I think, Ankylosaurus, maybe Stegosaurus, I don't know, I forget. The Parasaurolophus is there, and what else? What other carnivores? Oh yeah, the Velociraptors that we haven't seen. The
Mutodons.
Yeah, the Mutodons. My point is, they revealed literally everything except for what's happening in the final battle. So that's why, it seems like they're hiding one specific dinosaur from the movie.
Maiasaura.
Well. Exactly. Yeah, Maiasaura. So therefore, they're confirming all this, but they're not saying what happens in the final battle. That's why something's off here.
The leak that has been mentioned that there's a Compy and a Pteranodon as well, but I don't think they're going to do anything noticeable.
True. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the next way that the battle might go. So the next way I have written down here is the Rebirth Spinosaurus pack, the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus, and the Jurassic World Rebirth Mosasaurus killing the T-Rex. This one is probably more likely than the T-Rex being there, but I still kind of doubt the Mosa will be there. But again, this is just another option that might happen,
That one seems a bit excessive, but...
True, yeah. The thing is, the likelihood of the Mosasaurus or the T-Rex being there, it seems pretty unlikely, because the battles only are really saying D-Rex and Spinosaurus,
Yeah. And that just seems too hard to animate.
True. Now, another option that could be maybe possible, I kind of doubt it, is the Titanosaurus killing the T-Rex, but I doubt that, to be honest.
Yeah, the Titanosaurus is so big, I felt like that leak would have mentioned that.
Yeah, and plus, I don't think they're going to have another herbivore in the final battle like they did in Dominion. I think this time it's only between a carnivore, so the chance of the Titanosaurus being there are probably even slimmer than the T-Rex and Mosasaurus.
We do need to see more carnivore and herbivore fights, though.
True. I'm sure we might get one in the film. Maybe we can get a T-Rex versus Triceratops battle in the film. That would be awesome.
There was a shirt on Amazon that mentioned the Spino and Triceratops fighting each other.
I mean, that would be a cool fight, but if it's the Rebirth Spinosaurus, the Triceratops is going to win very easily, obviously.
I don't even see why they would fight this.
Yeah, because the Rebirth Spinosaurus, it literally is only capable of killing, large fish at the most.
I don't get it. I'd rather see the Rex fight the Triceratops, since that actually is like a prehistorically accurate fight.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, it still would be cool seeing the Rebirth Spinosaurus fighting the Triceratops. Maybe what happens is, if they don't fight to the death, maybe the Triceratops, it's kind of like a similar thing to what happened in Fallen Kingdom between the Carnotaurus and the Sinoceratops. They fight for a bit. The Sinoceratops, pushes away the Carno, runs away. So maybe the Triceratops, doesn't get the horns into the Spinosaurus, but it gets the horns near it. It kind of, pushes it away and then runs off. And then the Spinosaurus just, doesn't bother to chase after him.
Yeah, probably, because it's not a full-on carnivore.
Yeah, again, the Rebirth, the Rebirth Spinosaurus or the Active Spinosaurus would probably get no to low dose by a Triceratops, because even T-Rex can't kill Triceratops unless it cheats. That's what I was told.
Yeah. I guess the Raptors helping fight the D-Rex is possible, but
I mean, I do think that, again, I think we mentioned this in the last time we tried to make this video, but apparently there is. I think you're saying there's evidence towards, not in the final battle, but there's going to be a separate battle where the Raptors take on the D-Rex, and then the D-Rex kills the new Raptor pack?
Yeah, because the that shot in the trailer with the Raptors walking, it's at night, and it looks to be outside.
True, so yeah, that could be a hint that, that would make sense. It seems, because, we did get the Distortus-Rex fighting Velociraptors. I mean, fortunately, we didn't get Giga fighting Raptors, which, maybe we'll get that in case there's season 4. But it seems like we even got the Spinosaurus versus Raptors and Camp Cretaceous. We got T-Rex versus Velociraptors, so it would make sense to have Velociraptor pack fighting, because it seems like the Velociraptor packs always fights the new Apex Predator,
Yeah, it is probably going to be like a little callback scene to when Rexy killed the Raptors in the first Jurassic Park.
True. Yeah, I hope they do that. That actually would be a cool battle, seeing a pack of raptors going up against the D-Rex. That would be cool.
We've got 2 raptor scenes so far. One in the beginning in the tall grass, and then one that I'd say is probably later towards the end since it's at night.
For sure. Now, again, the last 2 possibilities I have listed here for what might happen is the Jurassic World Rebirth Mosasaurus and the Rebirth Spinosaurus trio versus the D-Rex. But again, that one seems, I guess, kind of likely. But again, with the Mosa there, I still doubt it, but we'll see.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but at the same time, if they did that, that's just a massive repeat of Jurassic World. It wouldn't really feel like, something new,
Yeah, hopefully not, but it's not impossible.
True. I mean, I wouldn't be totally shocked if they did that again, but I hope they don't, because that's just too much of a repeat, man.
Yeah, everyone else seems to agree, but...
For sure. Now, from what I heard, apparently the T-Rex only has one scene the whole movie. It's just the river raft attack, apparently.
I've heard that too, and that it really would make sense. I don't see what other...
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, because again, T-Rex is always getting way too much screen time, so at least this film's not focusing on making the T-Rex the main dinosaur, thank God, because the T-Rex is just so overrated, man.
I think one sequence, like, decently long where the Rex is actually, like, very scary and is not getting around by some other big dinosaur, that would really be good and a nice...
Well, that's something. I think the T-Rex have the novel scene in the river raft for the only scene in the movie. That's amazing, because again, it shows the Rex not being, a wimp to other big dinosaurs. It's actually being scared this time, chasing the humans, in the water.
You think there's 2 T-Rexes since that was a...
Maybe there is, and maybe like at the beginning of the river raft, there's only one Rex, and then another Rex joins in to try to eat the people on the raft. Holy crap, that would be scary.
Because there was a leak very early on, like in September, that said there was a pair of sibling Rexes.
Well, yeah, from what I heard, there's going to be 2 T-Rex in the film. The one was revealed in the trailer, and then there's one more, apparently.
Yeah, but we've only seen one Rex toy with one color scheme.
That's true. Now, for the last possibility, this is number 7. For the last possibility on how I think the battle could go is the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus pack and the 2 Rebirth T-Rexes killing the D-Rex. That one, I think that one could possibly be happening just because, I know for a fact that Jurassic 3 Spino would never team up with the T-Rex, but the Rebirth Spinosaurus maybe would, because again, it was never confirmed that specific Spinosaurus is a T-Rex killer or hater, right? So...
Probably scared of them more than anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I kind of doubt that would happen, but I wouldn't be totally surprised if that happened. But for now, I think the final battle is only between Spinosaurus or multiple Spinosaurus versus D-Rex.
Yeah, that seems most likely.
For sure.
I think everyone would prefer that as well.
So yeah, like I was saying, I think the last possibility is the Rebirth Spinosaurus pack and the Rebirth T-Rex fighting the D-Rex. I mean, that could be possible, because again, the Rebirth Spinosaurus pack wouldn't be a T-Rex killer or hater. If anything, it would be scared of it. But I still think the possibility of the T-Rex being in the final battle is slim. But what do you think, bro?
Yeah, probably. I don't think there will be a Rex, much less 2, because I don't think there's another Rex. I think there would be... I think they would have had 2 separate T-Rex toys at this point, or different colors at least.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, yeah, so those are all the possibilities. I mean, can you think of any of the possibilities how the final battle would go? Because that's all of the ones I can think of that are possible,
Yeah, that's about... Yeah, those are about it.
Like, again, put it this way. I think, I think the one that's the most likely to happen is the Rebirth trio versus the D-Rex. I think that's number 1. Number 2 is the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus, either alone or the Rebirth trio fighting the D-Rex. I think those 2 are the most possible to happen, or even just the JB3 Spinosaurus by itself fighting the T-Rex. I think any of those 3 are, based off the evidence we have so far, are the most possible ways the final battle is going to go. But what do you think?
Yeah, probably. I think right now the trio fighting it is the best bet with everything we already know and have seen. Yeah,
true, because again, the JB3 one still isn't like... I mean, I guess it's kind of confirmed, but I'm not going to say it's 100% confirmed, because it really isn't until we actually see it on screen or get confirmation from the director that the JB3 Spinosaurus is coming back, because sometimes everybody magazine can't always be fully reliable,
Yeah, there's decent evidence for it, though.
Yeah, I will say this, though. Even though the JB3 Spinosaurus is not 100% confirmed, for Rebirth, there still is a shitload of evidence that points towards that direction.
Yeah, it's pretty convincing.
It is 100%. But anyways, guys, sorry, go ahead, bro.
Not to mention the Jurassic World YouTube channel re-uploaded the fight from Jurassic Park 3 and referred to the Spino as the hero.
I do remember that too, yeah, because again, this wouldn't be the first time they called the JB3 Spinosaurus a hero, even though he's not a hero. So therefore, maybe they're doing it again. So they're like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
True. But anyways, guys, tell us, what are all your thoughts on this? Do you think, what do you think is the most possible way on how the final battle with the D-Rex is going to go? Do you think it's going to be just the Rebirth Spinosaurus pack versus the D-Rex? Do you think the Jurassic World 3 Spinosaurus is going to kill the D-Rex? Or do you think the combination of both the Rebirth trio and the JB3 Spinosaurus are going to kill the D-Rex? Like, out of those three, which ones do you guys think is the most possibility to happen? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And Evan, bro, it was so great to have you on this video.
Yeah, you too. I had fun.
Hell yeah, and at least this time we were able to get it recorded and not have to do it again. That was crazy that happened the first time, you know?
I think it was better this time now that we've got to look at the D-Rex and everything.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because again, now we know exactly what it looks like. It's kind of like, it has like a beigeish color with like brown spots, and it's, you know, called the Distortus-Rex.
I've heard that they changed it to a mossy green color in the movie, but there's no way to tell that just yet.
True. But anyways, guys, until the next video, take care, everyone. Before I end this video, I want to thank all my fans who continue to watch my YouTube videos and support me for many years now. I love all my fans who are also my best friends. You guys are the best. If you're new to my YouTube channel and are enjoying my content on YouTube, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like and share this video with everyone and post a friendly comment. Also, check out my Patreon for amazing deals I'm offering you guys, so you can not only support me, but you can get extra content. Each tier has a list of all the benefits you will get from each tier. I hope you guys can join one of my tiers. The link to my Patreon is in the description below, and follow me on Instagram as well for extra content there. And if you wish to support me even further, my PayPal donation link is in the description below. All donations are highly appreciated by me, and if you wish to buy STK merchandise, the link to my Teespring is also in the description below. So if you want cool STK merch, including hats, pants, shoes, water bottles, workout and sport equipment, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweaters, stickers, necklaces, mugs, glasses, tank tops, bags, desk mats, and possibly more options in the future, then be sure to check out my store for epic STK merchandise. Any merch bought from you guys will be highly appreciated by me. And until my next video, have a great day and take care, everyone.